Hello, fellow creatures. This is Mothfluffs, and we are here for some Dungeon Crawl Stone soup. We're playing on a recent build, most recent build, 0.33. And I don't know much about this build yet. I know that there's forge crafting of some sort, so we're gonna check that out. We're gonna do some Forgewrights. Yeah, we're gonna be a Mountain Dwarf Forgewright. So we're gonna be Forgefluffs, the Forgewright. Still kind of figuring this class out. We start with a smattering of dodging and stealth, and also our spellcasting and forgecraft, which forgecraft is new in either 0.32 or 0.33, and that means we start with kinetic grapple. Which throws our melee weapon at something and makes our follow-up strike a little more likely to hit. So we're going to kind of use a back and forth approach. Mountain dwarves suffer from encumbrance in their spellcasting, much less than other species. And you can also, when you find randarts, random artifacts, you can enchant them, which normally you can't change artifacts in any way, but we're special. Switching to the ring meal early on, because again, we don't really have much of an increase in our spellcasting penalty from that as a Mountain Dwarf. Probably more. Turns us into a Rhymiac. As much as I like the idea of being a Rhymiac, I'm not sure that this is the direction we'll take. We'll go ahead and snag it just in case, but I don't think we're gonna mess with shapeshifting, and so we'll probably drop that in a few floors. If we find something else, an earlier talisman, maybe Quill talisman or something, but I'm generally not going to be very interested in shapeshifting as a Mountain Dwarf, because we want to make the most of our heavy armor proficiency, so to speak. We should have memorized this a little while ago, but it's okay. It's Dungeon 1. We're able to wear ring mail as a spellcaster. We're pretty okay on Dungeon 1. You should never get complacent, but closing the door there to block the dart slug's line of fire. Similarly here, we're going to queue up these critters in a way that means we're not charging into unseen space. We're playing a little more carefully now that we're on Dungeon 2. I think we still want intelligence. I'm not entirely sure. This sort of feels like almost a hybrid class early, and then it becomes more of a pure caster class later that just sort of rewards you for wearing heavy armor. I don't know. We'll discover more together, dear viewers. optimal play would have been to use the spike trap earlier on that jackal pack or avoid them altogether, but we're not really playing optimally right now. This is a journey of discovery. Part of it's discovering how rusty I am. Okay. Yeah, I think it's better. This is a better, excuse me, better staircase to come down. Those are some new spells for us. I like swiftness. Pass wall's pretty okay too. And that all of the elemental schools eventually team up with Forgecraft in some interesting ways. So we have some decisions to make at some point. Kind of want to try out Forge Lightning Spire because the old Summon Lightning Spire used to be really good, and if this is similarly good, then I kind of want to make use of it. So we're going to go with an air magic route, and we're going to go ahead and start putting points into that so that by the time, oh goodness, our aptitude is really bad. -3, huh? Maybe, you know, what are our alternatives? Fire magic is Dece, earth magic is Dece. Necromancy, but I don't think we're really going necromancy. So maybe we just ignore elemental schools for now, because I don't think that Blazeheart Golem is where it's at. I feel like that's a little too tough to make work. Maybe we just leave it for now. Maybe we don't waste points on air magic and hope that we pick up something that lets us use swiftness a little more easily later on. We'll see. Our first gnolls. Okay. I think we just get to do this and let them get zapped to death. I wonder how it chooses which tile it places the spike launcher on. I mean, obviously here we only give it one option, but like if we're standing here, is it a 50-50? I don't know. Is it smart targeting? It doesn't say in-game. The lore might exist somewhere. +1 leather armor of the puka gives us rampage and some extra intelligence at the cost of most of our dexterity. So we can maybe see what that means for us. Let's pop back upstairs and try this on and just kind of see how it affects our stats. We're at 5-9. 4-10. And some of our more difficult spells are a little easier to cast. I don't know that I love having a dex of 3. Yeah, I'm not sure that this is where it's at. I don't know that we're going to be rampaging all that much either. So, yeah, not really impressive. We can do better. +9 heavy broadaxe. Fiagwool. Heavy dex +5. +9. That certainly pulls us towards axes. Which we've got good aptitude for it. Yeah, maybe we get lightning spire castable and then switch over to axes, and maybe by that time we'll have enough to afford that. It's pretty expensive. Artifact chainmail could be good. For now we can buy this helmet, that's nice. Yeah. I never hate a helmet. Okay, it's got confuse and invisibility. That's a pretty strong orc wizard. Let's do some exclusions here. I think it was this one. Yeah, okay. Right. And let's just bail to the next level. I think that wizard kills us like one time in 4 maybe. So I don't think we play that game. Jackal Pack's okay. I don't know that we wear any amulet of Guardian Spirit. I don't think we do. We found a demon trident. That's interesting. Well, it's a strict upgrade from what we're doing now, I think. So, all right. Demon trident time. I should have noticed that it had a trident of its own. I was surprised when I took damage, and I should not have been. It's fine. Tricky. I think we take 2 steps, so they're both in range. Okay. Now we want to be really careful because we've got the wizard on the floor above us. So if we just run in all willy-nilly, I think we may end up unpleasantly surprised. We can't get too far away from those things. Wizard. I think we've got a better position here, though. Okay. Yeah, we just take it carefully. I think we put just a few levels into air magic, like 4. I think that's fine. Gold. Yeah, we should not have taken that fight, but we won anyway. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't take that fight. Just run away there. Right. Go back upstairs. Actually, we probably can't now. We can probably just kill that wizard. That lets us finish exploring this floor. And then we'll probably wrap it up. I'm starting to make mistakes, and that's a good sign that you should consider stopping. We could go with the DOS here. I don't know that I really want to put a bunch of experience into invocations, though, so we'll leave it. Bucklers are good. Nice to get that random point in intelligence. That's what we want. Maybe lets us put a couple of points into strength next time we get there. Okay, and with that, we've completed Dungeons 1 through 4. I think that's a decent stopping point for now. We've got our basic spell set pretty solid. We're really close on Forged Lightning Spire. So yeah, next session we'll get into the mid-game, see whether we do Lair or Orc first, probably Lair, and whether or not we can get a win with a Forgewright. So thanks for joining me. Again, I'm Mothfluffs. Hit that like and subscribe button to please the algorithm gods, and we'll see you next time.